Hi all, welcome back to the channel. Thought I'd have a little bit of a quick catch up. Apologise for the noise. I'm parked on the side of a major road in Bristol. I'm just returning home from dropping my wife off at work, as this time of the day there's nowhere for her to park, and besides my daughter has used my wife's car to get to work today anyway, so I'm chauffeur. Shame I don't get paid for it. It's probably about the only job that I'm worth doing at the moment. Talking about that, if you remember from a previous video, I spoke to my GP and been successfully granted E.S.A, which I can't remember what it stands for. It's something or other, and it replaces the J.S.A, the Job Seekers Allowance, which the D.W.P have recommended I go on to, as the MS is a limiting factor of me getting a job of the quality that I used to do. Basically, they know that I can't go to physical customer sites, I can't do physical climbing under desks anymore, and things like that. It's all gone, which is annoying, but unfortunately that's what MS has done to me, so I can't moan about it. Well, I can, but it doesn't help. There's no point. I can't do anything about anything, so the only thing I can do is keep hitting the job market like I am doing at the moment. We've exceeded 75 job applications now, and out of that probably 10%, barely 10% of those jobs have come back to me and said you didn't make it through to the next stage. The rest of them have just ignored me. I've had a few truthful conversations with job agencies that have phoned me trying to offer me jobs like field engineering and physical jobs, which I've had to explain to them that I've got MS, I can't physically do that anymore, sorry. And they've given me the usual, well, we'll keep you on record just in case anything else comes up and we can let you know. Nah, we won't hear again from them. It used to be the problem when I was able-bodied and I was looking at a contract agency or something like that. They would be told, yes, we'll keep your stuff on record and we'll contact you if something comes along. You never ever hear anything back from them. There is a job that I have put in for, which I've made it through the first selection part, which was the one in America. However, after a very long, interesting conversation with an American lady, with the time difference, obviously, from Connecticut to where we are, unfortunately, it was a thanks but no thanks. Not because I wasn't qualified, I was overqualified, if anything. It's just physically, they would like me to go to a customer site or customer sites throughout a working day, just to sell the business, as it were. And as I explained to the young lady on the end of the phone, I'm not sure what a company would think of if I turned up complete with Zimmer frame. I think they would be kind of put off, really, but I don't want to put the company in that position. So we agreed they will keep my notes on, and I do know from dealing with Americans in the past, when they say they're going to do something like that, they actually do keep your record on file, so who knows. The other positive thing is I am on the list for interviews at a company in Edinburgh. It's a remote operative job, so it does say preferably in Edinburgh area, but the agency have confirmed that we can apply for the job down here, so I've put in for it. Again, I don't know where that's going to go. The downside of it is the money's awful. I mean, it's around about £6,000 less than my previous job, although it does seem to be, I don't know, it might be just me, but it seems that my job career, instead of going up financially, is coming down. So for the last 4 jobs I've done, my salary has gone down and down and down. We're not talking a little bit. I think the first job change was from one job to another. I lost out on probably just short of £10,000 was the pay cut. From second job to the third one, that took me down by another £2,500 to £3,000. The one I've just left was £3,000 less than the previous one, and this one is a massive drop as well. But I'm looking at it going, well, if I'm successful in getting the job, at least it's more than I would get if I was on J.S.A. E.S.A, sorry. But it also do I use that as a stepping stone while I look for another job? Don't know. The other thing that has come onto the horizon, which I've made an appointment to speak to an advisor in 2 weeks' time, is the possibility of actually retiring. Now, next week on Wednesday, I've got to go and see my neurologist, and I will be having a discussion about this subject with him to see if there's what his thoughts are. Is there anything medically they can do, etc, etc, etc. I don't know. We'll see where that takes us. And then Friday next week, I've got to go for a ride in the donut. I've got to be at the MRI scanner for 8 AM, so an early start on Friday. Although it is quite comical that I've got an MRI scan on Friday, yet I'm seeing my neurologist on the Wednesday before. You'd have thought it'd have been the other way around, so at least you could see the scans, or a couple of weeks in between to allow them to process scans and things. But it is what it is. So yeah, Wednesday afternoon I should go see the neurologist. Friday morning I've got to be lying on my back listening to this thing making a lot of noise. It's a full head and spine scan, so that one usually takes about an hour and a half. So hopefully the music selection will be nice and it won't be a local commercial radio station, because that is literally plays the same record probably 4 times within an hour, and the rest of it is just adverts. So I'd rather listen to the machine rather than listen to that personally, but I'm not in charge of the music if there is any. Since I last spoke, I was able to sit and pass the A2cfc exam, which is for the drone. It allows me to fly a slightly heavier drone under different Civil Aviation Authority rules in this country. So I can fly it as an A2 class aircraft, not the A1, which allows me to put the extra lighting on it and things like that. So it just makes it a lot easier to spot. The drone in the UK skies being grey and horrible, the drone is also grey, and quite a distance away it just appears as a dot. So having the strobe light on it will allow me to work out which way the aircraft is facing and things like that. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. The training was interesting. I learned an awful lot about flight, navigation and weather. So yeah, it was useful. So yeah, passed the exam, got the certificate, which is there. If I can work out to drive around the video editing tool, that is, of course. So one of the plans as well, I'm at seeing my neurologist on Wednesday, is to pop round the corner to go and see if the phlebotomist is there, and just check with her to see if she will okay me bringing a camera in next time I go for bloods, which is probably going to be about May time, I guess. And if she says yes, I will take a camera and video it. You can see all the gory details of them extracting blood from me and seeing it's red, not blue. So yeah, I'll ask and see what she says. But for now, that's it from me. Take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. If you're new to the channel, by the way, if you can click the subscribe and hit the bell, and if you're a regular one, please click the thumbs up for this video, much appreciated. To the next one, bye bye.